Okay, so most people think of fitness as a way to get fit or stay healthy. But what if I told you that movement, the right kind of movement, could actually rewire your mindset, heal emotional pain, and shift your entire life? And no, I'm not talking about pushing harder or doing more. I'm talking about using your body as a tool for emotional alchemy and clarity. Hi, I'm Amber Stewart. I'm a wellness coach, exercise physiologist, body goals builder, and the owner of the Stew Project, where I help busy professionals maximize their living potential by simply taking an emphasis on wellness. This video, I'm going to be kicking off a brand new series called Reclaim Your Rhythm: Tips to Reset Your Body and Reconnect to Your Inner Wisdom. This will be an 8-week mind body healing series designed to restore your power and improve emotional clarity. It'll dive deep into the connection between your body, your emotions, and your ability to heal and grow so you can feel successful and confident in all areas of your life. This series is for a number of people, such as anyone who's tired of using fitness as a way to escape their problems, for individuals who have trouble staying consistent with exercise because they can't take their mind off their problems, and it's even for those who are carrying the invisible weight of betrayal, heartbreak, emotional trauma, or loss, but want to let go, heal, and feel strong again. Every Monday and Thursday, I'll be releasing a new episode that blends physiology, psychology, and emotional healing in a way that's real, grounded, and actually helpful. So you don't need to perform your way to healing. You just need to come back to yourself. So before we dive any deeper, let's start with a quote that I feel is necessary to share to start this series. And it comes from the great Tony Robbins that says, emotion is created by motion. Because too often we think that we have to wait for motivation to come to us before we take action. But this quote proves the opposite. You don't wait to feel motivated before taking action. Sometimes you have to take action first and then the feeling follows. And so whether it's doing a quick set of push-ups, climbing a flight of stairs, or just dancing around your living room, deliberate movement floods the body with oxygen, boosts dopamine and serotonin, and tells your brain, hey, we're safe, we're powerful, and we're ready for the next step. Now, there have been so many moments in my life where I felt lost or emotionally overwhelmed, and movement is the key component that gave me the spark to shift. Whether it's hiking, dancing, taking a spin class, lifting weights when I was angry for clarity, going for a walk when I felt numb to help me breathe deeper, and even dancing to help me break up feelings of stagnancy, or stretching in silence so I could have the time and space to deal with heartbreak. So you see, when your body is frozen in stress, your mind can't move either. But when you move intentionally, even just a little, it unlocks the chemistry of confidence, safety, and momentum. So just what exactly does it look like in practice? Now let me walk you through a few key shifts that show just how movement isn't about fitness, but it's a powerful emotional and psychological reset. So, shift number one. Movement is not just physical, it's emotional. Because when you move your body, you're not just releasing tension from your muscles, you're also releasing trapped emotional energy. Grief, rage, fear, and shame often live in the body. And so that's why stretching, shaking, dancing, or lifting can feel like therapy. Because your body is doing the healing your mind can't figure out. Shift number two is that your breath and posture directly influence your mood. Standing tall with your shoulders open and breathing deeply sends a completely different signal to your nervous system than curling in and holding your breath. Want to shift your mindset fast? Start by by shifting how you're carrying yourself. Straighten your spine. Inhale slowly. Exhale fully. This tells your body, I'm in control and I'm not in danger. Shift number 3 is that small intentional movement beats emotional spiraling. And so we often think we have to wait until we feel better to take action. But if you wait on the perfect mood, you'll stay stuck. So next time you're in a funk, try to do 10 squats or putting on your favorite song and moving your body. Just 60 seconds of movement can interrupt the loop of anxiety, fear, or indecision and give you a window to think clearly. Shift number 4 is that the body leads the brain, not the other way around. And so we tend to treat our bodies as afterthoughts, assuming that if we just think hard enough, we'll feel better. But science and experience both show that the body often leads the brain. Physical movement regulates your nervous system, helps rebalance neurotransmitters, and opens the door to emotional breakthroughs you didn't even know you needed. And finally, shift number 5 is that movement transforms pain into power. Now, I've had countless clients and my own personal experiences where the gym became a sacred space, not to escape problems, but to face them. And so moving through heartbreak, betrayal, or grief physically creates the resilience to move through them emotionally. It becomes less about working out and more about working through those difficult emotions. So now that you can see how your body can change your mindset, here are the real world ways that power starts to show up, especially when life hits hard and you have difficulty showing up for your own self. Now, first way is that movement becomes your emotional language. You may not always know how to put your emotions into words, but your body always knows what needs to move. When you start using movement intentionally, you might notice you feel lighter after a workout or clearer after a walk. That's not random, it's emotional energy leaving your body in a safe, healthy way. So whether it's stretching through sadness, punching a bag when you're angry, or dancing to release guilt, you begin to move in a way that mirrors what your heart needs to express. Now, the second way is that you start to catch your emotional spirals sooner. And when your body feels safe and strong, your mind becomes more alert and less reactive. You start catching negative thoughts before they spiral. For example, after a 10-minute brisk walk, you might suddenly realize you were making a mountain out of a molehill. But now you feel center again. That moment of clarity, that's your nervous system recalibrating in real time. Now, the third way is that you start creating instead of coping. And once you stop using workouts to escape and start using them to connect with your inner self, your energy shifts. You go from burnout to vision, from survival to strategy. You might notice yourself getting inspired mid-sweat session. You stop doom scrolling and start journaling. You finish the workout and suddenly feel motivated to cook something nourishing or call someone who uplifts you. This is your chemistry working for you, not against you. Now, the fourth way is that the triggers lose their grip on you. When you're constantly moving your body in ways that regulate your nervous system, those same triggers that used to send you spiraling, they start to feel smaller. You may still feel the sting of a passive-aggressive comment or an emotional memory, but instead of shutting down or popping off, you know how to move through it. You walk it off, or you shake it off, quite literally. And then this allows you to respond instead of reacting. Now, the fifth way this shows up in your life is that you reconnect to your inner wisdom. And the more you move intentionally, the more you feel yourself again. That gut feeling, you hear it more clearly. That hunch you ignored, you start trusting it more. And so when you train your body to feel safe and alive, you naturally turn down the noise of self-doubt and turn up the volume on your intuition. And that's where the true power lives. Not in forcing outcomes, but in trusting your rhythm. Now, if you've been stuck in cycles of burnout, inconsistency, or emotional weight that just won't lift, I want you to know that change doesn't start in your mind, but it starts in your body. And so, this Reclaim Your Rhythm series is not about how to push harder or shaming yourself into progress. It's about learning how to listen to your body, trust your instincts, and transform your patterns one grounded step at a time. Once again, I just want to remind you I'll be posting new episodes every Monday and Thursday, and this is only the beginning. Now, if this video spoke to you, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out the description box for resources that can help you take the next step. Keep in mind, I have a plethora of offerings, blog posts, podcasts, resources to help you reset and restore your life. I'm so glad to be starting this series, and I'm so glad that you're here with me. One last reminder before we go: yes, your body holds the key, and it's time to unlock it. So if you're ready to get started, let's dive in. I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.